Welcome to Mickey Study Circle channel. In this video, we shall see how to create shield, which is also one of the part in the assembly of the ball bearing. Basically, the shield is going to protect the inner components of the ball bearing, that is, the rolling elements from the contaminants and the dirt particles during the operation. So, the shield design is very important in order to enhance the life of the rolling elements. So now we'll see how this part could be created using the SolidWorks 2023. So we'll begin with selecting the new part file and click OK. So now we are in the part modeling mode. So we'll select the right plane and go for the sketch mode. So now we shall create the center point rectangle. So I'll select the center rectangle and keeping the center of the rectangle at the origin, and I'm going to create a rectangle of any arbitrary length. So now I'll just go for the line option, select the center line for construction, and in alignment with the origin, I'm going to draw a line of any arbitrary length, which will later be used for dimensioning this rectangle and as well as the axis of revolution in the feature command. So now I'll go for the smart dimension and start measuring the inner part of this particular rectangle. So I can call it as the inner diameter. So this length shall be equal to 31 mm, and similarly the length from the outermost edge of the rectangle to this reference line will be equal to 43 mm. So now you can just see that this is the reference to measure these two edges from this particular reference line. So now we are going to define the total height of the rectangle. So let us select this and this edge and assign the length, which is equal to 1 mm. So this is how it looks. So now you can just see that the sketch is fully defined. But however, this will not complete our sketch. So we have to ensure that we are going to do some modifications. That is, select all the edges of the rectangle and convert that for construction. So this step is very important because in SolidWorks, I cannot create a rectangle of all the edges with construction and later on go for dimensioning it. So first do the dimensioning part and then go for creating the rectangle in the construction mode. So this is the reference to create my actual sketch now. So before I begin my actual sketch, let me just select the center point of the rectangle and then the midpoint on the edges which are parallel to the y-axis and make them horizontal. So now let me go for the line and ensure it is the construction line. So let me just draw a line of any arbitrary length like this, then a slant portion, and ensure you're joining the midpoint of the other side. And similarly, with reference to this point, then an inclination like this, and then just ensure this particular line is going to be the end point on the midpoint of the edge. So now what I'll do is I'll select this point and this point and make them horizontal. So now I'll go for smart dimension, measure this. So this is equal to 2 mm. So next part is I'll select this line, this and this line and make them all equal. So now you can just see that the sketch is fully defined. So this is the actual profile that I require to make the shield component. So with this, I complete the sketch mode. However, the sketch is not complete here till. So what I'll do is I'll just select the line option and draw the line and make this a complete sketch. Okay. So use this to fit the sketch to the screen. So this is how it looks. So this completes the sketch. So now let us exit the sketch. Let us go for the features and select the revolved base. So it is asking the profile is already selected by default. The axis of the revolution should be selected. So I'll select this particular line as the axis of revolution. And now I'll click OK. And you can see that the shield is ready. So I'll just select this face and this tapered face of the shield and then go for fillet option and assign the fillet radii to be equal to 0.75 mm and click OK. So now you can just see that the fillet has been created on the shield component. So with this, we complete the creation of the shield profile using SolidWorks. However, we need to assign the material for this. So go for material, select edit material, and assign the material of AISI 304. Click apply and click close. So with this, we are done creating the shield component, which is also used in the ball bearing assembly. In the next video, we shall see how to create the snap ring and end up with all the parts that is required for creating the ball bearing assembly. So with this, we shall end the creation of the shield component. Thank you all for watching.